Movie night, Kindergarten Cop. That was kind of a fun one.
You big Schwarzenegger fan?
In the day, you know, it was kind of a departure for him. Kind of fun. Gather around and watch a movie tonight. All right, let's talk about arts and entertainment and lifestyle.
Yeah. If you're not a Schwarzenegger fan, you could head on over to the TD Victoria International JazzFest tonight because two former musical prodigies are performing. First, we're going to start things off with one of the biggest jazz stars in France, Mederic Collignon. He started playing the trumpet at age 5, but now he's using his body as an instrument, attempting to break down barriers by speaking the universal language of music.
And sometimes I took my hands for this or that, and like a percussion. When I make I compose with my tongue, with my... Yes, I search like a child, a lot of sounds, and I like to mix that in a style of music, jazz.
Collignon has been described as irreverent, trashy, and a genius. He's infamous for his irreverent take on the music of Miles Davis. Along with his unique vocals, he plays cornet during his concerts, backed by a trio of musicians, and he compares his creative process to cooking. He just mixes up a bunch of different sounds with the goal of satisfying your hunger to dance.
Dance situation? Oh, because it's a mix between jazz and funk. Electricity. Between two notes, up, 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 I dance.
Collignon is performing tonight at Herman's Jazz Club. Show starts at 8:30. And Jeni Fleming is also in town. She was a piano prodigy who spent the first 2 decades of her career being a classical pianist. Now she's a jazz singer and arranger. Fleming grew up singing in her mom's church choir in Montana. Now she's earned an international reputation for her jazz interpretations of rock and pop songs.
No, I am not one of those musicians, and certainly not one of those jazz musicians that is highly virtuosic. I'm more interested in exploiting a very specific, certain feeling from my audience. So I hope that it's an emotional escape, honestly. That's what it is for me. That's what it is for my bandmates. That's what we want to offer to our audiences.
Jeni Fleming performing tonight and tomorrow at the Pacific Restaurant in the Grand Pacific Hotel. Show starts at 9:30, and you can find details on all the JazzFest shows at jazzvictoria.ca. Well, the latest work of public art set to be installed in Victoria has been revealed. It's a series of sculptures titled Hands of Time. So this is one of 12 sculptures created by Kelowna-based artist Crystal Przybille. She beat out 80 others from across the country who applied to create something to celebrate Victoria's 150th birthday. This one is part of a series of life-size pairs of hands. They're made from bronze, and they're doing things that represent the city's past.
And so this is a hand holding a Tai Chi fan, and it will be installed perhaps on a lamppost in Chinatown. We have to decide on the sites specifically, but it also has the Chinese dragon, which is symbolic also because it's the year of the dragon.
The Hands of Time sculptures will be installed this fall in 12 different locations. The specific spots have not been determined yet. Well, some breaking famous people news now, and the writer behind When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle has died. Nora Ephron was also a journalist, an author, a playwright, filmmaker, a 3-time Oscar nominee. She died tonight after battling leukemia. She was 71.